Saying we're live. I'm hearing that we're live. I heard we're live. But are we live?
We are live.
Oh, yeah.
How about that?
You look different. You're in a different studio
I do look
this.
different. I have to change this up. I'm trying to figure this out as we go. So Haps has been going through some changes. So we're gonna have to decide what to do. This is kind of crazy. Stream aspect. Let's go classic. See what happens here. Better.
Oh.
Okay, sweet. I turn you up a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
We're back.
They got rid of your library. They got rid of your library.
No, I'm on vacation, man. I'm in Galveston, remember?
Well, no, wasn't that the library was fake?
Yeah, that was a green screen. I didn't bring that with me, though.
Oh, you actually had a green screen behind you.
Yep. It was like attached to my chair. Yep. There we are. I got you turned up now, boy.
Got a couple people in the house. Guess
Very
what?
good.
Al's still the man. Pusher man. Why wouldn't I be?
Exactly right.
India, Sunyam Jains. Much love from India, even though I live in London. So much love from London and India. Incredible. This is great. Aaron, what have you
So
been up
you
to,
can see
man?
the comments and well, what have I been up to? The real question is, what have you been up to? I can't see the comments right now, so maybe I'm doing. Oh, I see them now. We
Yeah.
took a little vacation poo up to. We're in Galveston right now. The weather's not great, and so it's one of those deals. But Al, the people want to know, what have you been up to, man?
I've been all in. Well, I tore my ACL. So
Oh,
I've been in if I showed you the list of doctor's appointments, and when I go to these appointments, it's at hospital of special surgery in the city. It's like an hour drive with no traffic. There's always traffic. So that's 2 hours, 2 to 4 to 5 hours in a car to go to a doctor's appointment in the city. I've seen a knee doctor, I've seen a back doctor. My nose broke my nose. So we're getting healed up on that end, but we've been just crushing the real estate game.
I
Put
see that.
put all the energy that was going into fighting is now going into real estate. While I heal my knee up, heal my body, and Johnny Dean is saying he's heartbroken. He talked so much hype for you leading up to the fight. That's your problem, brother, not mine. I don't know why. I don't know why you did that. You shouldn't have done that. That was silly of you.
So I got to ask you, the ACL, was that before, during, after the fight?
Yeah, that happened in the fight. I think
Oh,
it wasn't a full tear. It was kind of like it's kind of like a weird tear. It's so the ACL, from what I understand, it usually tears in the middle or down lower towards the what is it, the tibia, the fibia down there? Is that what they are?
I don't know. Hey, my wife's in the room. She's a nurse. Where's the tibia and the fibia? Lower leg, she says.
Yeah, so it usually tears in the middle or down lower towards the tibia and the fibia. But mine is like up high towards the femur. I think it's the femur. And it's like a weird, it's not torn, it's like just like moved weird. So they're thinking I'm going to Columbia to bioaccelerator on December 4th to get stem cells in both of my knees. I tore my PCL on the other knee, and that never got fixed. It's super like loose, and I think that's a reason why my right knee is now giving me problems with this ACL. So I'm like a little off, you know what I mean? It's like they're fighting each other to compensate. Uh, yeah. So I mean, it's uh, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. You just gotta
All right.
heal it up. Go down to Columbia, bioaccelerator, stem cell therapy. They're gonna shoot some stem cells in there. They are millions and millions and millions of stem cells getting in there, and they just start healing everything. Why
You
you
gotta let me know
let
how that
Bobby
works.
Green whoop you down like that broke my heart. Steaming Al broke my heart. First off, I didn't let him. I went right. I went right for that guy, or a little too.
Yeah,
Well, I
you did.
probably could have eased off the gas a little bit. Uh, Hands were a little lower than they should have been. And look, the guy was good. Definitely faster than I thought, and elusive. But I knew what I was getting myself into. Um, the way I see it, Bobby Green and I are 1-1. He pulled out of the first one. I didn't pull out of this one. He got me on this one. I got him on the last one. If we would have fought last time, I would have got him. So we're 1-1 as far as I'm concerned. You know what I mean, Aaron?
Oh yeah, definitely. I
That's
get that
it.
logic for sure. It was
Yeah.
a forfeit. That first one for
Mm-hmm.
sure. Forfeit means you win, right?
Yeah. Well, I won by knockout faster than he did.
Yeah, exactly. You know, not even 1 second into the first round, it was done.
Negative seconds. I won before it even started. Jason
Oh
Woods.
man.
Do I plan on fighting again after I recover? Was rooting for you. Unfortunately, injuries are part of the game. Look, I'm not blaming any injury for losing that fight. I didn't even know I didn't even know until after the fact. Um, in fact, I might have torn it as the ref was stopping it, and when I got up, who the hell knows? It had no effect in the fight. Um, yeah, that was not had nothing to do with him punching me in the face. Uh, Fighting again. I'm thinking that's it, man. I'm thinking that's it.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's the way to go out. You know, I mean, obviously you want to go out on a win, but this shit's not worth it, dude. You saw Michael Chandler
Wow.
and Justin Gaethje fight. Those guys,
Yes.
they beat the hell out of each other. That wasn't worth it. To be honest with you, I don't know. It was the first fight that I really like gave up in. I never. He didn't knock me unconscious, and you know, I kind of turned. You know, I turned and I covered up. I was still conscious. I knew what I was doing,
Yeah.
but I kind of just wanted out. I didn't want, you know, that was it. Um, I realized that he hit me hard. It probably was not going to be a good night for me. I was not confident in my preparation, in my cardio, my wrestling. Uh, these guys are training hard. These guys are training
Yeah.
3 times a day, 2 times a day, really hard, and I can't. My body just can't hold up to that anymore. So yeah, I definitely that's the first time in my career ever that I gave up in a fight, and that was I used to watch people do that all the time, and I could never understand it. But at this point,
Yeah.
you know, it they're not it's not life-changing money for me to go in there. And when you're younger, injuries happen and you heal. And at this, I'm 34 years old. You go in there, you get an injury. There's a good shot it's never going to heal. And doctors, you know, I used to think you get surgery and they fix it. Doctors can fix anything. I don't want to have surgery ever again. I don't want to have surgery. Doctors go in there, and sometimes things they don't go as planned with surgery. And you hear more and more. I was young and very naive, and just went crazy in the cage, and just and this is the first time in like my career I was leading up into it. I was like, I just don't want to get hurt, and
Wow.
that's not the attitude. You can't have that attitude going into it. You got to be a savage motherfucker to really get in that cage. The mindset you got to have is that I don't give a shit about my body. I got to go in there, and no matter what he does to I could freaking like back in the day, I could have broken my like my nose, anything. You know what I mean? I could have been freaking, and I would have kept going. Now, I live in a nice house. I got investment properties. They're not paying me enough to sacrifice my body for the rest of my life. And yeah, it's just that's the way I kind of feel about it. Now, I'm waking up every day, I'm hurt. My knee hurts. The first time I get out of the stairs, I'm walking down and my knee hurts. So that's where my mind is right now. I start feeling good, and I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I might get that itch. I can't even like watch my teammates. I don't even like want to go to the gym right now because I'm just like
Yeah.
so so like I don't know if I'm like jealous of them, being able to do that, being able to train hard. Like that's where I feel the most at home, and I don't know if it's gonna happen anytime soon for me. So it's a tough thing. So I've just been immersing myself in real estate game, investing, sales. I got a new listing that came out, Lido Beach, down by the
I
beach.
saw.
Beau- it's a beautiful house, beautiful house. Lido Beach. Lido Beach is every house for sale is in the millions. Um, and this one's listed for 700,000. So if you want to be in the
Wow.
Lido Beach, 700,000 to get you in there. That's the most reasonably priced house on the market right now, and
It's
it's like a
on your
two.
Instagram, I believe, is where I saw that.
Yeah, I just threw up the Instagram. Um, Threw it on the Instagram and got open houses this weekend. We're gonna get that thing sold.
That's amazing. Now, your honesty is incredible. And, I got to ask you one more question. Let's say this is it. I mean, do you have any regrets?
No, I don't think so. No, I think that I did everything to the best of my ability with what I knew at the time and what I was given to deal with. I think I made the most of. I was never the fastest. I was never the strongest, but I worked harder than everybody. I probably overworked my body.
Yeah.
Definitely when I was younger. I don't think there was anybody that worked harder than me. Anybody. Um, and I pushed through injuries like nobody. I don't think could even imagine. To the point where it was detrimental to like my mental health. I think definitely got crazy towards the end of that thing. Um, yeah, it's a crazy sport. It is a crazy sport, but um, sometimes just getting in there is kind of a win. You know,
Yeah.
in depending on how your training's going, how you're feeling. Getting in there is a win, and then you just let it fly. So I went in there and I just freaking tried to take his head off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it probably could have eased into the fight a little bit, but I tried easing into the Dan Hooker fight, and that didn't work out too well. So
Right.
I went into this fight. I think if I would have used this game plan against Dan Hooker, I might have been better outcome. And if I would have kind of eased into the fight against Bobby, it would have been a little
Yeah.
bit of a different outcome. But who the hell knows? Maybe Dan Hooker would have knocked me out in 2 minutes. So it was yeah.
I mean, you've had some wars, and this was your first actual knockout, correct?
Yeah, yes. I think still TKO. I'm still holding on to
TKO. TKO.
TKO. I
You
never
weren't
been
out. No. TKO. That's what I meant.
but I almost would have I mean, not that I would have rather been out, but like that I think that tells a lot that it's a TKO. No one's ever stopping me. You know what I mean? Like if I don't want them
Right.
to. So I think that was more about my mindset than anything else. Um yeah, but I think that like I've even leading up to the fight, I was still online looking at properties. I'm always searching. Like that's where I'd be so into the fight, I'd be training hard and
Yeah.
getting sparring. And I started sparring again, and then I freaking something sets you back, and I'm like, yeah. I just started looking at real estate online and kind of looking waiting for the fight to be um waiting for the fight to just be kind of like over. And then you have a good day of training, and you're like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be freaking world champ again. We're back." And then you have a setback, and you keep having these setbacks, and you're not sleeping good at night. Uh, yeah, but I mean, the 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 training leading up to this fight was like I wouldn't change anything for the world. Like I got to my father is um he helps out in my training camp so much, so I was able to spend so much time with him. He pushed me. It was great to be able to spend so much time with him. Um, got to fight at the Garden, like crazy, crazy thing to check off the bucket list. The crowd went crazy. I think for me more than anybody when I
Oh my
walked
God.
out. So yeah, it
They
was.
did.
Yeah, it was wild. It was wild. Let's see what these
That's
guys are
amazing.
saying
I
here from
mean,
CNH.
oh, people are not, they said lots of you'll be backs. Somebody's asking you why you took the 2 years out. I guess if he's not been in the loop, I guess that's a decent question.
Yeah, the 2 years was I had a surgery about it. I was out for about a year trying to heal up without having surgery. Then I had surgery, and that surgery took another year for me to even feel somewhat confident in taking a fight. And then I heard that they were going to MSG, and I can't pass up an opportunity like that. So,
No.
uh,
So now you've had two very successful careers running concurrently. Now, how do you feel that now you have a possibility to just concentrate, on one aspect of it, the real estate, the investing?
oh yeah, no, I mean from the Diego Sanchez fight, like a year before the Diego Sanchez fight till now, I've been pretty seriously focused on real estate. Aside for year and a half, the last year and a half, I was really focused on rehab and fighting again. So
Yeah.
I would only do I didn't really do too much as far as deals go, but like I want to get into the commercial side of investing. I want to invest in some big. I mean, I think even like to be. I feel like being the UFC, like I kind of like started like not liking I don't know. There's something about it something about it just doesn't. It's like you can make a lot of money in the UFC, but you can make a lot of money and in real estate. And I mean, look, if you're a champ in the UFC, seriously, how many guys become champs? And that for a long time that was the
Right.
goal. I think I think once I think the Khabib fight, I was really motivated after. Then
Yeah,
Kevin Lee, take that fight on short notice. You're going against the champ. He's the undefeated, undisputed. You go the distance. That's you want to win that, but it does show. I did kind of see where I was at, and then the Kevin Lee fight to beat Kevin Lee at that point was huge.
that was amazing.
Yeah, that was what a great time. And the Cowboy, and then the Dan Hooker, and then the injuries started coming, and then I was kind of like, I
Yep.
don't know. Um, but yeah, I mean, I think a lot of these guys in the UFC are very, they're just so into the U. So and for the last like maybe year and a half, I've kind of been stepping back and looking at it from the outside, and it's like, that's yeah, it wasn't really like, um, I wasn't that freaking like, you got to be a pit bull, right? And you got to be willing to freaking die for your
Yep.
owner. You know what I mean? And I was kind of like a pit bull that saw my owner and was kind of like, "Yeah, I'm not dying for you, dude." You know what I mean? Like I'm not. It was like you see your owner and you're kind of like, you're not the best owner, you
Yeah.
know. But I mean, there's some people that are within the organization that are not that they're not the best owner. Just there's very few people that
Not
if
worth
I was a
dying
pit,
for.
if I was a pit bull, there are very few people that I would die for, you know. And the hoopla, I wasn't really so into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, but look, I mean, if you could do it like Bobby did
Well,
it,
not
he
o-
made it look. Go ahead.
well, not only are you, you're being super honest, but you're coming to that realization that fighters in their 40s after several knockouts still they don't realize maybe it's dangerous for them. I mean, I'm talking guys that have 4 or 5 knockouts. They keep going. They keep thinking they have one more in them. I mean, Chuck Liddell's a good example of that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's amazing.
it's a super scary thing to be, you know, to be on I lost 3 fights. You know what I mean? Three in a row.
Yeah,
It's the first time in my career I've ever lost 3 in a row. I don't even know if I've lost two
yeah.
in a row. I never lost 2 in a row. So
I don't I don't know that you have without looking at your
no,
record, but I don't think you have. And those 2 fights for the Bobby Green one, I mean, you know, you didn't break. And I don't know that there's maybe a few people in this world, I mean, those were wars, both those fights, Hooker and Cerrone. And you were always in it.
yeah, yeah. It's
Do you have
yeah, it's a cra-
Go ahead.
I and I watch. No, do I have what was it?
No, no. I forgot what I was gonna say now. So you started talking, I just dumped it. So I forgot what I was gonna say. Because we're professionals here, people.
Let's see what these guys
Your
are saying. You were just super
your
rusty.
comments
Yeah, I was
seem mostly positive.
definitely rusty, bro. Why hurt yourself if you don't plan to be champ? Let out call it if he wants, man. Yeah, I mean,
So now,
whatever you guys say, this isn't really. I mean, I appreciate the love, but the people that are hating on it is like, what are you gonna do? And look, I don't know if I. So it's been like 2 years I've been off. Definitely was rusty going into that one. didn't wasn't able to get the sparring that I needed. I mean, I'm sure Bobby Green had probably an hour, if not hours, more sparring time than I did going into this fight. But I felt that my
Yeah.
body of experience over my entire career, and I was in sick shape, like fit, like I was in probably the best as far as like body fat percentage and strength, conditioning in certain aspects of conditioning was off the charts um compared to the rest of my career, especially at this age. Um,
Yeah.
Claude Cook is asking me, "Are you still going to train other fighters?" I don't know, man. I don't know. It's going to be hard for me to be around the fight game with without being like I'm used to being the guy in the cage fight. Like everybody, all eyes on me, being creative, expressing myself.
Yeah.
I like to be the one fighting. I don't like to be the one watching my friends fight. Obviously, I want them to win and I want, them to look good and great, but like I get super anxious and like weird when my friends are fighting, and that's tough because you got no control, you know what I mean? That's hard. Fight this freaking and it's even harder cuz I don't know. I feel like I tell people not to fight. Like if like some young kid comes up to me and he's like, you know, I'm a big fan. What kind of advice do you have for me? Be
Call
like,
Manya.
yeah, call Nicky Knuckles. I mean, something. This is a freaking tough game. You know what I mean? Like, and yeah, you're riding high for a while, then you get a couple losses. You know what I mean? So things change real fast when you get a couple losses. You really see who's behind you and who's just
Yeah.
along for the ride. It's it's a and it's almost like a relief. It's almost like I'm actually like kind of like relieved in a way after the fight was over. I was kind of like, whew, yeah, I was like, I think that's, I can kind of like get on with my life. I feel like my life has been,
Yeah.
stunt, my, my life has been stunted by fighting. I was so into it. Like, I didn't give a shit about anything.
Yeah.
Um, like I would always, I had no problem skipping a wedding. I had no problem skipping a friend's birthday, a family member's birthday, because I had this fight coming up. You know what I mean? And it's like, what? Like, I sacrificed so much, and it's like, was it really worth it? I mean, it was great. The run, everything was great, but I missed out on a lot of shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Definitely a huge, huge sacrifice. But but going back to the original question, I wouldn't change anything. I think I'm in a great spot right now. I think um,
Yeah.
even when they told, I got out of the cage and my knee was bugging me, and I went to they have a medical guy in the back, and I told him, my knee was bugging me, and I was like, can I get the MRI tonight? And he was like, no, you got to wait for
Yeah.
the swelling to go down and whatever. So I waited a week, and then I got the MRI, and they said your ACL is torn, and the first doctor was wanted me to do surgery. He was pretty much like, you're gonna have surgery. And I was
Oh
like,
shit.
yeah. I was like, fuck. And I had been eating my face off. Like I gained so much weight um in the from the fight till that point. And then when he told me that I was gonna, and because I didn't really have, I was like kind of like lost. I was like, all right, the fight's over. Like now
Yeah.
what? I don't know if I'm, I mean, I was just eating, and
So lots of ice cream pictures.
I ate like you saw 1/10 of it. Not even maybe like 1/15. I'm not even kidding. Like if I would have put up, if I would have posted a picture of all the ice cream I ate, uh, it was disgusting. Like I went into, I did post these two, but I went into,
Oh
I
yeah.
was at a doctor's appointment in this city. I went into this ice cream place, and I got it, the biggest one, the biggest cone they got. I walked out as I'm eating it, walked like a block. By then it was done. And I was like, you know what? I walked right back in. And the guy looked at me and he was like, "You're back? What the heck?" I was like, give me another one. But this time I switched up on the flavors and I crushed that thing. And then I drove home and it was like an hour drive, got more Carvel. Yeah, I was sick for a week. But then I found out that I needed this knee surgery, and I was like, all right, good. I was like, I was almost happy that they said I needed surgery because I was like, this is something I can like focus on. It's almost like a fight in itself. I'm going to start training for this surgery, and I got to be in shape when I go under, and got to get my legs strong. So when they tell you to get it really strong, so when it atrophies, you can heal. So
Right.
So I had something to shoot for. And then it was like a day or two went by. I got my diet back. I'm doing good. And then I saw a second doctor, and she was more on the, let's give you a couple weeks, let the swelling go down. Let's see how it starts to scar up and heal. And and now we're going to do stem cells, and we're going to try to make it. We're going to try to make it through it without surgery. So
Now
that's
this
it.
is the Accelerator. That's where Weidman went, right?
Yes,
Or is going?
Weidman.
Is he going with you, or did he go
No, he
already?
went. He went down already. He said he's feeling great. He said he went down
Wow.
like up to 6 months, um, for it to really get the full benefits. But he says he's already feeling great. He's back to training. He's sparring a little bit and moving around. So yeah, it's yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to really help. I think that I probably would be able to just physical therapy the hell out of this thing, and I will feel pretty good. But I think with this stem cells, a little boost will get me going.
That's amazing. It was something I want to try. So we'll have to keep. We'll have to. Make, we'll have to. I'll definitely have to report on that when it happens.
No, absolutely. They're going to be documenting the whole thing. Um,
Are they really?
yeah, they're going to be kind of like filming everything and how I'm feeling. They're going to be doing a good job with everything there. So I'm looking forward to the trip. Great time to go to Colombia. December in New York, not the best time to be in New York. A little cold.
Yeah.
And
Now I assume you don't have to have a vaccination to go to Colombia, right?
I hope not. If not, we're gonna have to
Is
figure
this the
something.
same? This is the same treatment Don Fry just got, I think, because he was
Yep.
talking about it, I heard.
Don Fry
Amazing.
was
And he said
down
he's
there.
walked around like for the first time in years.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's pretty wild stuff. It's not FDA approved, so that's why they do it in Colombia. The company is based in Texas, I believe. So I mean, it's all good stuff. They just have to go down to Colombia to do the procedure because it's not approved by the FDA, so they can't do it in the United States. Yeah.
All right. Exciting stuff. Do you want to venture into trying to bring in some of our audience.
Let's see what we got.
All right. So if you're on Haps, I think I have to invite you a different way. If you're on YouTube, I'll throw up the number here in a minute as well. I do have a phone hooked up, so we can do that. Bob Dole says, I got that Texas dial-up connection. Yeah, you know what? It is a shitty connection. I will acknowledge that. I had to switch over to my phone's hotspot even. Yeah, good,
oh,
good,
wow.
good.
But you're in good now.
Okay, good. Good. And then the phone that I'm using is not the phone for the hotspot. So we got all kinds of a deal. So normally I throw up a number. Oh my gosh, somebody has the number, is calling already. All right, are you ready?
Get him in.
All right. Can you hear us? I got to make sure you're not muted. I don't think you are. All right, caller, can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
All right.
What's up, man?
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
We got you.
The Italian Stallion. Al, what's going on, brother?
Yo.
Man, I got to say, a big fan of Al. I'm glad I could get in. Been watching you for years. Just had to call in and let you know, man. The whole Long Island crew you got going on, you, Chris, been a fan of Chris way back, and you guys been representing for a long time. The wrestlers holding it down with hands. I just got to say, big fan of you guys. I know you had a tough fight. Last week, or when was it, 2 weeks ago, but no shame losing something like Bobby Green. That dude's been on a roll. He's been really looking really good. He's always comes to form. He's had a little bit of layoff, so he got caught. No big deal. I know you'll be right back in it, and you'll be right back in there. And,
yeah, I mean, he's been looking good, even though his last two before our fight were losses. They were both, top opponents, tough guys that he went 3 rounds and pushed the pace. The later in the fight it went, the better Bobby Green looked. And I mean, his style with his hand. Yeah, I think he could have won that. I think that fight, he might have won that fight.
Yeah, and that was a fight. Fiziev, he's supposed to be like this, like the next guy up, and Bobby Green went in there and really did some damage on him. Like Fiziev was busted up. So, like I said, there's no shame losing to Bobby Green. That dude's one of the most underrated fighters in the lightweight division. Probably got some of the best boxing. I'd say him and Dustin Poirier. So there's no shame. What are you looking to do next? You gonna try to get in there, take some time off, and get back in there?
I don't know if there's gonna be. I don't know. Right now, I'm feeling like I'm just. If I put all my energy that I put into fighting into making money, into taking over, the real estate game, as far as like on the investment side of things. I think that.
Yeah, I hear you.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
health wise, at this point in my life. Go ahead.
I hear you. It's that thing where it's a sport where it's like it's hard to take some time off. We got guys fighting 3 times a year, and then all of a sudden you got a little injury, and then you got to like build. It's just a hard sport to play catch up with. But I feel like you're at the time right now where you don't have to fight these. Like you can go in there, you're a big enough name to where you could put on a show against someone like Jim Miller. Like you can get in there with someone like Jim Miller. It'd be a big time fight. You could put on a big show with someone like that. You don't have to fight these young, hungry. Even though Bobby Green is young, hungry, isn't that young? He's still been looking so good. What's your thoughts about that? Like fighting, taking like the veteran style, like the veteran fight, someone like Jim Miller, people like that.
Yeah. Yeah, but then I'm like, what's the point? You know what I mean? I might as well just get on with my life, What am I gonna do? Go in there for a veteran fight for like a payday? I'm not really getting paid that great. I'm getting paid decent, but like I feel like I feel like a lot of these guys they gotta fight because they. I mean, I don't know. I don't see Justin Gaethje getting in there and like excelling in real estate in any capacity. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't know. I just feel like he's, and I like not just to pick him out, but like a lot of guys, I feel like that's what they got. They're probably like this is like this is all they got. It's fighting or what. And for me, it's kind of like I feel like fighting is almost hindering me. You know, I feel like I got so much more in the world to do. I did the fighting thing. I did it.
Yep.
If I was the bet, if I was like, if I felt good every day, I felt healthy. The last 3 years, last really like the last like 5 years have been battling injuries, and it's tough to excel and get to the top of the top when like I see the guys training in my gym. I see these guys 23, 24. And I remember when I was there, when I was when I was that age and I was just freaking cranking 3 workouts in a day, 2 workouts every day, 6 days a week, 7 days a week, and like foaming at the mouth. Like I was a psychopath. I don't think I'm there anymore. I think that's where you got to be to really do, for me, my style. Like I gotta be, I'm freaking. You gotta be I need to be a psychopath. I'm not like even like this guy's like Anderson Silva. His style, I'm nowhere near comparing me to him. But like he didn't need to be like I got like I don't have a great like a long reach. I'm not like the fastest guy. So I got to be freaking in guys' faces and mixing up the wrestling, the takedowns, mixing it up. We're gonna have to be like I gotta run through some punches to get to where I got to get to or where I want to get to in a fight. And at this point, it's like I don't have like that slick style. I'm not like a slick style fighter. That's a fight style that it has longevity. I don't know if my style is like a longevity style. You know, and the last 5 years have been
You're a
tough. So
hard-nosed wrestler, man.
yeah, yeah, exactly. That's it. But yeah. I don't know. All right.
But
Yeah.
I hear you. You know what? No matter what you do, if you want to fight or not, I feel like you're gonna excel at whatever you do because you're a beast, dude. You just been around so long, always been putting on entertaining fights, entertaining people. You got the charisma. So whatever you want to do, you want to run with this podcast thing, that's gonna take off. So
All right, dude. I
keep doing
freaking.
your thing. But
That's
I
what I
do have
like to
one
hear.
final
Where are
question.
you from? Philadelphia? Where are you from?
Chicago,
Nice.
Oh, okay, Chicago. I heard
Chi-town.
some. I heard some accent in there. It's Chicago. Do you train? You train? You
Yep.
got to train. You got to train. You sound like you're educated on the.
Yeah,
You
I was.
sound like you're a guy that.
I wrestled in high school.
Oh, nice.
I wrestled at I did. I was a state champion in high school, and then I went to Harper College, junior college. Wrestled there for a while. Guys like Clay Guida went there, Curtis Blades, really powerhouse junior college. So yeah, man, I've been getting into sport, watching all the wrestlers, going back to the Josh Cosby days. I love watching wrestlers dominate the sport. That's really what got me into it.
Illinois state champion.
Yep.
Wow,
Yes, sir.
that's the real deal. What's your name?
Kevin.
Kevin. What do you like to do now, Kevin?
But
Any training
that's work.
now?
Just working, grinding it out.
Doing
Occasionally,
what?
one of my buddies is a jiu-jitsu gym. I go in there rolling around once in a while, but nothing serious, just messing around.
That's the way to do it, man. That's
But
have fun.
yeah, Illinois. What's your thoughts on high school wrestling? You think Illinois is a tough? I always thought they were underrated. Illinois has always been like an underrated high school state. It's like Ohio gets love, Pennsylvania, but I think Illinois, man, we turn out some killers.
No, I'm with you. I think definitely, definitely a tough state. Um, how does your state tournament work? You have to qualify. You qualify with it like is there like a regional and the winner goes to the state?
Yeah, they got regionals, sectionals, top 3 each go to qualify, and then they got to go to the three class. So there's 3 state champions for each class. You got the 1A, which is like the smaller schools from the area. 2A is a little bit bigger. Then you got the 3A, which is the biggest. Because I won the 3A biggest division, and one of the big division schools. 3A.
Nice.
Hey, but I got one question to head out.
Go ahead.
Colby Covington. If they're not going to call the takedown,
a little bit. Hold on.
If they're not going to call the takedown,
Fuck, he's breaking up.
oh. Can you hear me?
I can hear him pretty good, so I don't know.
Okay, give it to me one more time.
If they're going to call Colby, they need to change the rule, change and
Fuck.
Dude, I understand their hand.
Yeah, I don't know if we can hear him.
Not going to call that takedown because you know what? I question significant strength. They're not.
Can you hear me? Okay, he's asking if he's using. He says this bullshit that takedown.
I think it's you at
Colby at to Usman got from and what was in Khamzat takedown.
Yeah, I think it's your. I think it was 100% a takedown. I between the both of you explaining it 3 times, I think I got Colby Covington and something about takedown. I think Colby, that was 100% a takedown.
I'm losing signal here.
You're back, Aaron.
You know it's crazy. They called that.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm trying to hold the phone. All right, I'm gonna have to switch connections. I don't know what happens if I switch connections in the middle of this, but
they called the Justin Gaethje Michael Chandler takedown. They called Michael Chandler taking down Justin Gaethje. He rolled through. He never established control, and they called that a takedown. Just absurd rolling.
No way.
Hey.
Yeah, that's just they have no idea that they have no idea what a takedown is because that was 0% takedown. He had no control on the mat, and Colby 100% had control. He had his back, and then he had four points touching the ground, both hands and both knees. He was down 100%, 100% takedown, and the other one wasn't. That's why even when I don't know I think you might have said something about Khabib when Khabib got the most takedowns against Abel Trujillo. They said it was like 30 takedowns or 25 takedowns or something like that. They were just mat returns. The guy, he took him down once. Then Trujillo got up and he mat returned him. The guy got up again, mat returned him. He got up, mat returned him. And they called that like 4 takedowns. It's like that's one takedown and he just remained in control. I mean, it was beautifully executed, but it's not takedowns, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. What are you gonna do? Hey Al, what's up with your boy Sterling? What's up with Sterling, man? Is he trying to play into the heel role? He ruffle some feathers up? That's what it seems like to me. It seems like he was listening to the internet saying he should buy into it, buy into the bad guy thing. That seems like what he's doing.
Yeah, I mean he's he's kind of like playing it up. If you don't, if these guys are talking shit to Aljo, he's just if Aljo, if something does annoyed somebody, he's gonna go, okay, I'm gonna annoy you twice as much. And yeah, that's the kind of that's look. It's for anybody to say anything. Like the guy got kneed
Yeah.
point blank in the head while he was on it was a blatantly illegal move. The Peter Yan guy, freaking, what are you nuts? You're a world champion. You want to be a world champion, and you been in the sport for how long? And that's, I think, the second time he's done that. I think he did it one other time in his career. I didn't see it happen, but I've heard that he did. So I could be wrong on that, but I knew he in that moment
Yeah, that's why.
he knew that he was throwing an illegal move. I think he knew that he was going to get disqualified. He just didn't give a shit. Aljo annoyed him so much, and Aljo was hanging in the fight. He was staying in there, and he was annoying Peter Yan. And Peter Yan saw it as an opportunity to just land a hard knee, because I mean he was landing shots, but Aljo was hanging. He was hanging tough. He was exhausted. But even before that, he did land a little head kick, and then he ended up on the mat. Um, I think Peter Yan was annoyed, and he said, "I don't give a fuck what the repercussions are. I'm kneeing you in the head," and he couldn't control himself, and that's what happened. And now he's making jokes about it in the pre-fight, the workout. He was joking about it in the before the Sandhagen fight, joking about it with his pad holder. He was kneeing the guy while he was down. I mean, that cost him a lot of money. So if you're joking about that, it's yeah. It was. I mean, I don't know. I think that was a silly move, and for anybody that has Peter Yan's back over um over Aljo's in that situation is like, dude, who's the idiot? I mean, Peter Yan, that's
Yeah.
what a dumb move. He cost himself the title. He cost himself tons of money in his next fight because he didn't get the pay-per-view points, and whatever. But I think that Aljo's going to make a lot of um, I think Aljo's going to make a lot of corrections going into this rematch. I think they're setting it up for February or March or something like that. I think Aljo's going to make some corrections, and I think that fight was a lot. It was a lot closer. I mean, look, Peter Yan did some as the fight went on. Peter Yan was pulling away, but if you watch that first round, Aljo, I mean, and it's starting to look like that's Peter Yan's thing in the 5 round fights, is where he almost like takes the first round off, because Sandhagen looked really good in the first round too, but Aljo was looking great in the first round, and then he started to slow down. And I've seen Aljo go 5 rounds at that pace that he was keeping in the first. And I don't know what it is. He's blaming it a lot on his fight day. Fight day was a little weird because of COVID and how his diet was and everything. But I think these are like little adjustments that he can make. And I've seen Aljo go 5 rounds, balls, absolutely ape shit crazy. And I know he could do that against Peter Yan, and I think it's gonna be a different fight.
Yeah. Yeah. I hear you. I know. It's like Peter Yan's the one who did the illegal thing. So if anybody's to blame, it's Peter Yan. But my thing is, we've seen other fighters kind of take a knee and they kept fighting, and it was kind of the way the referee said, "Stay down, stay down. We're going to disqualify him." It's almost like the referee encouraging it. Like he knew the referee, like I'm not sure if that kind of are is that illegal knee. No, that was a blatant illegal knee. Peter Yan should be punished. I thought the situation should have been he should have been stripped, and there should have been a vacant title. Should have rematch for the vacant title. I just don't like how you win a fight off of disqualification in a fight that you're losing, and I think it rubbed me and it rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. But what are you gonna do? I'm looking forward to that rematch though, because I agree, Aljo's gonna try to make some corrections, and he's not gonna go down without a fight. He showed a lot of heart, not giving up. So I'm looking forward to that rematch. That's definitely one of the big fights next year. Hey, but I took enough of your time. I'm gonna get going. Let someone else call on.
Last thing before you go, I think that fight and then the Peter Yan versus Sandhagen fight, I don't think people knew how tough and how good Peter Yan was until the Aljo and Sandhagen fight. So I think that now Aljo knows what he's getting himself into. He's going to make some corrections, and it makes this fight so much bigger. I mean, now Peter Yan, after the first fight and then the way he fought against Sandhagen, Aljo put Sandhagen out quick. We didn't really get a chance to see much in that fight. Sandhagen didn't show us much, but Sandhagen looked freaking good against Peter Yan, and then Peter Yan did the same kind of thing in that fight with Aljo, where he just kind of pulled away. Granted, Sandhagen he took it on somewhat short notice, 5-6 weeks, something like that. But yeah, this has all the makings of a huge rematch, a big title unification fight. The champ versus the interim champ, and this is going to be a good one, brother. I really appreciate you calling in, and appreciate.
How about
Go ahead.
Absolutely. And one more thing. The thing about that Sterling one is Sandhagen, he kind of gave up his back a lot. Like the way he gave up his back to TJ Dillashaw. And he's like a lot of times he was like get up his back in a bad situation where the dude was going for a takedown. Sterling took advantage of it, choked him out real quick. Dillashaw was able to maintain control. But yeah, either way, this is going to be a good fight. I'm looking forward to it. But all right, I'll leave it to it. Thanks for taking the call.
Cheers, brother. Thank you for calling in. Man. Illinois State
I don't think
champ.
you covered this, but when that was awesome. In the class 3, the big class. So that's pretty impressive. I don't think we asked him what weight. I guess we should have. That's pretty. I forget. I have a question for you though. So what's Aljo's timetable looking back like? When you think he'll be cleared?
Oh, he's training pretty good now. He was cleared like right when that fight was supposed to happen.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, how can you train for a fight when you're not cleared yet? It was like they made the fight for whenever. When did Sandhagen and Yan fight? Was it like a month ago? It was like a month ago. So Aljo got cleared like the week before that.
If that.
So he's been cleared for like a month and a half. But how are you going to train for a fight when you're not cleared to fight? It's kind of like you got to bring him in. Bring him in.
I got
Tom. Hey, what's up, you guys? What's up, Baron? What's up, Al?
Is this the Truth Smoker?
Do you hear him okay, Al?
Okay. No, Tom Bolger, the dude that said
the OG.
The guy that I was like telling you to call out Conor McGregor after your fight.
Yeah, we never got to it. We never got to it, unfortunately. But yeah, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I'm sorry, brother, man. You did great, man. I'm sorry. That's the sport's very exciting like that, man. You never know. One false move, one wrong move, and it could be, a bad result. But, you know, I just don't want to see you get hurt either. Sorry, you know, so besides you don't get hurt either, if you don't want to retire, I'm glad, you know, it's okay, you know, because whatever you say, you know, it's, you know, your body, and I don't want to see fighters getting CTE, you know.
Yeah, no, that shit I don't want. I probably already got, so I already probably have
But
something.
hey, there's probably, I think I have a little bit. I didn't even take that much
Aaron,
and
we gotta
stuff.
work
I
on
have to
something
learn.
here, brother.
Put everybody
Everything's a
made
little
it a tackle
staticky.
match.
Uh-oh. Well, I am trying to get this phone pinned. I'm afraid to switch connections. I'm afraid we'll lose it completely, but right now it's my hotspot.
We might have to. Everyone's saying it's glitching.
Shit.
If you guys can still hear me, I had a question.
Shoot.
It's glitching. I think it's me. All right, let me see if I can do here.
Yeah, we might have to.
Let's hope this works.
Switch over.
It's glitchy.
We're gonna try to switch over the.
Okay. Okay, you ready?
This is like when the clocks changed back in. Well, I'm still here, guys. I think Aaron. Oh shit, guys! Aaron's out. Aaron has left the building, ladies and gentlemen. I think the Hearts did it. Bob Dole, the Hearts did. What do they mean? What did the Hearts do? Oh no! It's just a Call Me Al show, and nobody can call me. Oh,
okay.
He's back!
Oh, thank God!
Oh yes, he's back. I was
Okay.
Tony Bananas said I was just a lonely island boy.
Oh man. Island boy.
R.I.P.
I was
Aaron.
just
GJ,
trying
I'm back. It's okay.
Oh fuck! Now he's gone. Oh, he's back.
I'm back. I should stay
you're
back.
good, man. You're good.
Okay, good deal. Eric
Enos,
EB.
Enos is asking if you freaking went to Tasmania or something.
Enos. I forgot about Enos. We have
Tasmanian
Enos
service.
and Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and Styles is lurking in here. Oh, and Tom is back.
Oh, Styles, my man.
Tom, can you hear?
Oh, he's a little low, right?
Can you hear him okay?
I don't think I can.
Uh-oh. Well, shoot, I don't think Al can hear you, buddy. So we may have to
Maybe
have to
call him back.
abandon
Maybe
this.
he's got to call back.
Yeah, he's coming through clear on me. Tom, we may have to. Let's see. We have someone new wanting to join on Haps. You want to try that? The phone may not work. I may not have enough signal to carry that. But you can hear me though, right? Al?
Yeah, I can hear you great.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, let me try this fella right here. So, Jay, I'm going to try to invite you in. I don't think I've ever had him before. Jebre. Okay. Oh, Jebre1. Have we ever had Jay in? I don't think so. All right, Jay, you're invited. We'll see if this works. This will be the first person we've invited in the new. He says he's been on once. I don't remember him. Sorry, Jay. So you've been invited. So we'll see if that works. Cool. Someone named Conor McGregor says, "What's that number?" I don't think it's Conor. I have a feeling. Uh-oh. And Al is gone. What the heck? Uh-oh. I think I'm still broadcasting. And Al's gone. Hopefully he comes back very soon. Call me Aaron show for a minute. And hopefully Al comes back real soon. Ah, dang it. I'm not sure what happened. Oh, he's texting. Uh-oh. Somehow I'm still on, so... Okay. Yeah, everyone can still see me, right? So we're going to wait for Al to come back. Aaron killed Al. No, nothing like that. So he says he's already invited. So somehow I'm still on, he's not. So I don't know. That's right, run. That's what the fake Conor McGregor says. What did I think about the Max Holloway fight? I only got to watch a little bit of it. I'm on vacation, but crazy fight. I did go watch the first couple rounds. I thought Max could have been in trouble, but he's Max. Chitty bang bang. Crazy world. Yes, it is. All right, Al is texting. Damn. Okay. Well, uh-oh. Where'd he go? Let's try this again. Okay, I'm adding Al again. 3, 2, 1. Al should be back. Oh, we got
from
you.
Tasmania. We're back.
All right. I thought it was
Oh,
big. I thought it killed the whole thing. All right. It was Call Me Aaron show for a minute there. I didn't have Mr. Pan behind me though. Okay, I did invite Jay, but he didn't. Oh, Jay, you want to try Jay? I can add him now. I think I'm getting the hang of this all of a sudden.
get him in.
All right. Enos is lurking somewhere. And Tony Bananas. Oh. Joe, I remember Jay.
Hey, what's up? Yeah, I've been on once before.
There's no light in your hair this time.
Yeah, I just turned it off this time. Yeah, what's up? What's good with you, Al?
Doing good, man. Doing good.
Man, I hate
living
to
the
hear
dream. We got listings galore. We're breaking down properties on LoopNet on the MLS. I'm looking for the next big property. We're looking for some big returns this year. We're going into 20. What are we going into? 2022. We're going into 2022 with some high expectations. We're gonna do some huge things on the real estate end. I was yeah.
That's what's up. Man, I
What's
hate
up
to
with
hear
you,
that.
man? What have you been up to since we last spoke?
Well, I mean, I didn't say last time, but I'm a full-time student. I just really be studying and just be doing work the whole time. But man, I hate to hear it that you're calling it a career.
Yeah, I don't know. Who the hell knows? I mean, that's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm feeling right now. You know what I mean? Like, how long can I like the last couple of years? I feel like everyone's gained on me. You know what I mean? And now it's gonna take me a while to heal up this knee. It's like it's just it's a hard game to play catch up, especially when you're getting up there in age and there's these freaking psycho kids coming for like I look at there's one kid, Justin Montalvo from the gym. Justin the kid, he was on maybe an episode or two ago. And he's an absolute psychopath. Like he will die for this to be in the UFC.
Wow.
And I'm just like, not that, you know what I mean? It's like I see the passion. Like he will run through a wall for it. And at this point, I'm kind of like, if someone hits me, I'm like, I don't really want to be hit. You know, I don't really want my head rattled. And to just be thinking like that, you can't go into a fight thinking like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you. Definitely.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, in the beginning of the show, your approach was kind of like, I don't know if you heard, do you know a guy named Lex Friedman? He's some type of scientist, like at MIT. He knows like Joe Rogan and stuff. But
yeah, I've seen him on Rogan.
Yeah, so he had GSP on this podcast, and he was talking about how really, when he looked back at his career, if he really were to change, he actually wouldn't have done mixed martial arts and been in the UFC. He would have spent his time really in the STEM field or in the science field, really. He was really saying how, like, exactly what you were saying, like, it really wasn't worth it. He was just unfortunate for, he said it was lucky for him, actually, that he was really good and he put in the work and everything, but he actually really didn't, it wasn't really his main priority at first. And so he was talking about how when dads would bring their kids and come up to the vice for him, he would tell them to actually don't do MMA, really. Don't spend your time on it and actually put it into something else because it really wasn't worth it. Like, damaging your body really for just a little pay and only like that small percent, like you said, win the belt and become a champion.
Yeah, I mean, it's but there is something about. So yeah, it's a tough thing. It's like I think that the confidence that a person gains from fighting, even to just have one fight, to the feeling, the emotions that you go through in the back leading up to it, the unknown. You're going into the unknown, especially in your first fight. You know, you don't know how. You don't know. You're going into. You're preparing for you're like a gladiator. It's one step away. You know, it's like one step away from fighting to the death. You're fighting basically to the death, but right before you're killed, you're hoping that the ref is going to stop you and save you from death. So that's a scary thing. For the fans, it's a little, I was trying to think about it from like a fan's perspective. That's how you have to kind of think about it. Like most guys, you go in your fight and they come out and they're fine, and that's usually how it goes. And to the fans, they're just going to watch two guys beat each other up, and then afterwards, they don't really think about it. And I think that's kind of how you want to think about it, but at the same time, your mind kind of gets drawn to like a dark place, and it's such a battle within yourself, even just to get there in the right mindset. But you get into the fight, and then you start fighting, and you're like, oh, this isn't that bad. It's not. Your mind can make it a lot worse than it is sometimes. And as long as you're prepared and you feel good, and you go out there, and it's kind of like, oh man, I was so, you build your opponent up. At least I would always do that. You build your opponent up to be such a, it's almost like the best version of yourself might have a chance against him. So you got to be at your best, and you train so hard to go in there, and you got to do every single thing right, and you still might not win. So I think that if you can bring that mindset into everyday life, you're just going to be so much of a better person for it. But and then there's two sides to it, and if you brought that mindset into whatever you did before doing it, you could be successful in anything. So it's a tricky thing, but yeah, I do remember George St. Pierre kind of saying that. Who knows? He's having a successful career in acting and everything after the
Yeah,
fact.
like
Definitely a super smart guy.
yeah, like he was saying, just like he could fight right now if he really wanted to. Like he said, like he was actually offered to fight Kamaru, but he turned it down because he said like it just wasn't worth putting his body through that. He didn't want to just go through everything again. And I believe him too. If you see his Instagram and all the workouts and everything he's doing, like he looks like he can step into the cage if he wanted to again. But yeah, and it seems, and what you're doing now, killing in the real estate, you don't need to go back to the UFC. You about to make loads of money right now doing what you're doing. If you just keep putting your time into that, they'll get better from there.
Yeah, I think that's the path for me. Like my goal is like I want to be I want to be the guy that was like, oh, you remember that? You know, like people kind of forget that I was even a fighter. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, remember when I was a fighter? You know? I think that's what it's gonna be. I'm really gonna dedicate myself. If I put all my energy the way I did to fighting into this real estate thing, I think that it could be huge. And then yeah, people will be like, oh, remember when he was actually you know Alan was actually a UFC fighter at one time. Can you believe that? And they'd be like, no way. He fought in the UFC. Who knows? Maybe I'll even buy the UFC one day. Imagine that.
Yes.
You want to be part owner?
Imagine that. We can buy the UFC. That's what I think. I've been thinking like bigger for a while. I feel like the UFC is kind of like being a UFC fighter. It's kind of been like holding me back. You get put into just like this category where that's like who you are. I feel like I've just been like Al the UFC fighter a little bit. I feel like I need to just kind of get away from that.
You want like a new identity type, or like you want to just be known for something else, or
not even that. I think I don't know if this is what being known for. I don't know.
I understand.
I think it's a good like a little. I think it's the evolution of life. We just sometimes you kind of like end it, like, not end the chapter, but whatever. Just switch up things.
Yeah, true. I understand. One thing
Gene J says, Gene J says you should be known for the Call Me Al show, bigger than JRE.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, not bigger than JRE. Just a little different. We got the callers on. Definitely. You know what I mean? It is.
Who does that?
Yeah, you let fans on. Jerry don't let his fans on.
No.
Yeah, could you imagine how cool that would be?
But I wanted to ask real quick. What was your reaction to your teammate John when Chris Barnett did what he did during the fight?
Oh man, that was freaking devastating. Oh, what a great kick. That kick was unbelievable, and he set it up previously throughout the fight by going to the body, like crazy.
Yeah. At 265, I couldn't believe that when I saw that. I can't even.
How does a guy like that move like that? That's crazy.
Yeah. He did a front flip too.
And then, so he won. He landed the kick, and I was like, "Come on, Villante, get up!" And I was like, "Fuck!" And they stopped it, and I was like, just upset. You know, you want him to win. That was a fight that he looked good in the first round. It looked like he was starting to get his rhythm down, and he was starting to kind of pick it up. And then that kick landed. I was like, fuck. And then they showed him. What was that?
I was about to say, I was kind of more impressed with the front flip, like right after he did that the kick.
And then he did the front flip, and even though Villante had just lost, and I was like upset for him, I had to laugh. Like, what the fuck? This guy just he does the front flip, and he's like, laughing with his hands up like this. I was like, this guy, he just landed that kick on one of my great friends, and the guy's got a personality he's just like a jolly, a happy guy, you know what I mean? And he gave props to Villante after in New York, the way he got the crowd to give it up for Villante on his way out. It says a lot. You just gotta like a guy like that. The guy did everything right in that fight. The walkout, he's dancing. Fought I mean, he fought a big, tough, strong, hard-hitting John Villante and landed, I mean, a heavyweight. The guy's freaking 260, getting his leg spinning in the air like that. Not a lot of people in the world can do that. Nonetheless, a 260-pound freaking monster. He's short. The guy's like freaking my height. As a heavyweight, gets his leg up. Villante's 6'2", 6'3", got his leg up that high, and then lands that kick, finishes the fight, does a front flip on his ass, freaking with his hands in the air. He's like laughing. The face that he made was just hysterical. Gets up, gets on the mic, gives Villante his props, gets the crowd behind Villante on his last walk out of the octagon. The guy did everything right. And he's just a likable guy. And, yeah, I mean, I'm just happy for Villante. He didn't really get hurt. That guy had a great career. The guy went in and out on his own terms. He just really... He had fun. No one's had more fun than that guy. He's enjoyed it all. The people in the UFC that...
Ooh, does mic cut off?
Uh-oh. Yeah, Al, your mic cut off somehow.
I think
Al.
he might have muted himself.
I think. Yeah, I don't understand. We can hear each other, right?
Yeah,
So, and he can't hear us. And I don't think he can hear us, right?
No, he's not hearing us right now.
Uh-oh. I don't wonder what happened. Shoot. Oh, and my mic just... Oh. What the hell? Everything's falling apart here. Uh-oh. I just texted him, so... My bad, Jay.
Nah,
you're seeing how the... No, this is interesting. Haps has totally redone itself, and then on top of that, I got this travel setup I've never used, and the Wi-Fi is shitty, and so I don't know where he is. He's trying to talk. Dang. He's in.
Yeah, he's trying to. Like I heard his lips saying like, "Can you hear me?" I'm like, "No, I can't hear him." But, yeah.
Can't hear him. So shoot, I sent him. Yeah, I don't think he can hear us. Wave if you can hear us.
Confused. Yeah, he looks confused. Oh, he said.
Okay, he says he can hear us.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow your mic cut off. I'm not sure why. I mean, shoot. I guess you can switch to your computer mic. It'd be all right, probably. Honestly, he sounds good on his, and as long as you can hear us. Okay, there we go.
We're back.
We got you. We're back.
Now I'm going to go back to my other mic again.
Okay, see if that works.
Oh, that's why. Maybe no Bluetooth, USB camera, audio, LS audio, LCS. How are we now, folks?
We're beautiful.
Oh, yeah. You know what it is?
Jay,
Someone called me. I think when someone called me, it messed everything up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's what it is?
Yeah, someone called me. An unknown number. These motherfuckers.
Yeah, they put like the star 67 thing. Not like blocks like. Yeah.
So, Jay, what have you been up to, man? What are you going to school for?
I'm a physics major. Yeah.
Physics?
Yeah, I just do a bunch of like math, really. Like math and science, really. But yeah, I spend a lot of time really just sitting and doing work.
I'm sure physics. What is Oh shit! Did he go?
Oh,
he's gone.
Is my dog come back? Am I?
I can hear you. Your picture's just gone. You're fine. You can talk. It's just your
I think. Yeah, I think Haps is not working for me now. I think you guys are just frozen on the screen, but I can hear.
It is super buggy, man. It's they warned me. They're trying to redo it they're trying to make it for the better. And the jury is out right now. We can't do all the amazing things we could do before, but we can hear you. We just can't see you, so it's all good.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah, no, I just spend a lot of time reading, and I have a look. like a lot of classes too I gotta take. But I'm finally about to get off in like 2 weeks for winter break.
Oh shit! Winter break already. You got some finals coming up.
Yeah, like the first week of December.
How you grade so far?
Yeah.
Oh no, they're good. I mostly got just the A's and B's right now, but yeah, I gotta just make sure I got past the final now. It's like my last ticket.
Oh man, A's and B's, and you're still worried about the finals. I think you're good. I think it's smooth sailing from here, bro.
Yeah, but you see, like when you start getting into physics and in the STEM field, it doesn't really work. Like the grade is important, but it's really important that you actually like understand the material like in and out. Because if you really don't know like the simplest and like little details of a lot of things, you're gonna get lost the more you go into it. So the grade
Gotcha.
is important, but it's actually really important trying to like understand everything too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
The STEM field.
yeah. It's just this STEM field's like getting bigger. A lot of like my classmates and stuff are just from foreign countries and like they're first timers and stuff. And
So
it's getting really.
what exactly? I feel what is exactly the STEM field? What are you
Oh, you
referring
don't know?
to?
Science technology. It's an acronym. It's like science, technology, engineering, and math.
Ah, look at you.
Yeah, no, that's just like a little like acronym people call it.
That's a lot of science, technology, engineering, and math.
Yeah, it's just a little acronym. Like people call like those type of like degrees and fields of study.
I feel
Like
like
the step.
STEM could kill me. All of those put together.
Yeah, no, it's like
One of
I'm
those could kill me.
the good thing is that actually like they're all kind of connected in a way when you take like multiple classes and stuff. Like they actually really like connect. Like you kind of
So
learn the same.
what year are you in now?
I'm in my second year,
So
so I'm about
you're
to second year of my fall semester. I'm about to go to my spring semester, and then that's about to be my end of my second year, and then I'm about to be a junior
so
after.
you're like 21 years old. You're like 20,
Yeah,
21.
I just recently did.
You just recently graduated from high school. You had a year of college, and now you're on to year number 2.
Yeah.
Damn, bro, you're killing it. And you got
Yeah,
A's and B's.
Yeah. I'm just trying to. Yeah, I'm just trying to make it out. Make
I
sure I
think
get that degree.
oh
Oh,
no, he's gone again. What the heck?
oh man, Haps is on to something today.
I don't know if it's Haps or what. He disappeared. He's getting lots of love on Twitter for retiring though. Apparently, I just got a message. You
Oh,
disappeared.
did he announce it on Twitter?
He announced it on here, and oh, this is so crazy.
Oh, I did not know
But
that.
yeah, man. But
I
you
actually,
never know.
I actually really thought he announced it like right now, like on the
He
show.
says he's back. I got to add him back in.
Oh,
3,
okay.
2, 1. It is a lot easier to add people back in. Okay. Yo, you back?
we're back.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Oh, I didn't know
That
you
was
tweeted out your retirement. I thought you were gonna do it on like
no.
your.
He mentioned it at the beginning of the show, so he's getting lots of love on Twitter. Apparently,
Oh, no one. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, really. Yeah.
Yeah, I
yeah.
haven't really talked to anybody now.
No.
Yeah.
And for the record, I appreciate you breaking news on your show
Yeah.
instead of with Ariel. You know.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. You're number one fans and get to hear it first.
Yeah,
But,
I don't know. I just didn't. I honestly, I'm not. I don't know. Who the hell knows? You can't really like retire from fighting. I mean,
Yeah.
I've
yeah,
got
that's
my
true.
ass. I've got my ass kicked way worse than I did on Saturday night. Just no one's seen it before. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't know.
Wow. Yeah. Well, I wanted to ask you just one more thing, real quick. Do you think there anyone is a challenge for Kamaru? Like, you think Leon can do something, or you think he's just gonna steamroll through the division again?
I gotta watch the first fight again. Kamaru, I believe the first fight he just wrestled him, right?
Yeah, I think that's. I didn't see the first fight, but I believe that's what it was, really, because he didn't have like a good striking game and like a good stand game back then.
Yeah. I think that Kamaru now is like he can make that a stand up fight and he can win that fight, and he might try to win that fight. But is that the easiest route to victory for Kamaru? He's kind of playing with fire there. I think he's a guy like Usman, who was really great wrestlers, and that was how he won the first fight. He probably, if it was a stand up fight, if he felt confident in his stand up, a lot of times the worst thing is to get confidence in your stand up against certain opponents. You see someone like Ronda knocking out a girl like Correa, right?
Yeah.
She's feeling super confident with her hands, and she goes in there with somebody that's got a pedigree in stand-up like Holly Holm, and you find out very quickly that those are two different animals. And if she was right off the bat looking for the takedown and just going for the setup with the takedown, maybe it could have been a different story. But you get too confident in the stand-up, but I mean, Usman is fighting the best guys, and he's standing with them. I mean, the fight with Masvidal. I mean, Masvidal's got some good stand up, and for Kamaru to put him out like that. But I think against Leon, probably the easiest route to victory is the takedown. But he's been looking so good with the stand up. Who the hell knows? He could knock him out. It could go any way.
Do you think Khamzat is a potential like threat to him, or do you not think so?
Dude, Khamzat could be. We don't know how good he is. We really don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's every single test that's been put in front of him, he's passed with flying colors. Like, it's hard to know with a guy like that, with what he's done so far. First round knockout, 15-second knockout. His last fight, he's toying with the guy. But then I mean, we're really going to see, I think, in his next fight, whoever they match him. Oh, Gilbert Burns.
Oh yeah, right? I heard that could be a potential matchup.
Yeah, Gilbert's like a huge dog, which I don't understand because, I mean, Chimaev looks impressive, but it's not like he's beat anyone like in the top 10. Like, and Gilbert's right there. He's probably 2 or 3. He's right up there with Colby. So
he was looking good against Usman until he
was.
What did he throw? I think he threw the head. He hurt Usman, and then he threw a head kick and ended up on his back. And when he ended up on his back, that was he didn't get right up. I think he stayed on his back, and then Kamaru kind of that tied, and that the fight changed. It's going to be a good fight.
Yes,
Gilbert's so good on the ground, right?
Yeah, he really is. So
that fight going to the ground.
Yeah, it'll definitely be a good matchup. He can't take him on the ground that fast. Khamzat tried.
I want to see it, but I may bet some dog money here, against Chimaev. I don't know. You don't know until you know. It's like, when everyone thought, Conor was on this other level and they were picking him against Khabib, and I was like, it's like, no way. We'll see.
Yeah, Yeah, Khamzat probably will be favorited too, so could definitely put a couple bets on that.
Well, that's the other thing is that he's got that aura. That's an ace in the sleeve. Is that aura of invincibility? That's that Mike Tyson. That's that Ronda Rousey. That's that Conor McGregor. You know, that can beat. I mean, you could beat people without even before they even step in the cage. Gilbert could be beaten if he plays into that hype. That could be the difference right there. You watch film of your opponent, and you're watching the guy pick him up, talk to Dana White, throw him down, hop on his, and just kill the guy. You know, you're watching him go out there and sleep a guy with one punch. It's hard for your mind not to how are you visualizing beating this guy when no one's done? You know, there's nothing to go off of. Even a guy that's been beaten before, or even had a second or two of loss in the cage. Even if he ended up winning the fight, but you saw him make a mistake, it's like this guy's invincible. This Khamzat. How can you beat this guy? You can't even fathom beating him. You know, so that's going to be you're going to see. I don't know. Have we seen him in trouble at all in the UFC? I don't remember it.
No, I don't even. Not even for a second. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think so. No.
Yeah, and he's scary.
Yeah, he's something else.
Mel Fett said Khamzat is legit and he can talk, and it's scary the way he talks. He talks. You know what I mean? He's talking like these American guys, they're this and that. You know what I mean? He's just like, he goes, they social media, they do this. I want to kill them. He's just like, he's cold, he's brutal. You know what I mean? Like, this is who this guy is. He goes, I'm the gangster. He's freaking, I'm really like, even like the reporter asked him a question. He's like, something about him talking a lot. He goes, I don't talk a lot. You ask me the questions and I answer it. You talk a lot. Like, oh, this guy's psycho, huh? He's freaking. These guys from over there, they're a different breed, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I see someone else is trying to hop on. Well, it's good to see you and good to talk to you again. I hope your retirement's great, or in case you do want to step back, I'm always rooting for you, and hope knock it in the real estate game, man.
Appreciate it, Jay. Go attack those finals, brother. Go get them.
Yeah, good luck.
Oh yeah, thanks, man.
A's across the board. I'm feeling it.
Nah, you already know I'm grinding for that too, man.
Hell yeah.
All right,
Awesome,
take care,
brother.
yo.
Have a good one.
All right.
You too.
We have Styles wants us to call him. We'll see if that works. And then Tony Bananas wants to be on deck. What are you thinking?
Get him in.
All right, let's get Styles. Try Styles first. See if I can get him. I'm having a little trouble with the phone. Let's see if we got enough power here. Bring on the Styles. Oh, I think Tony wants a piece of Styles. Oh, it's ringing. That's a good sign. Come on, Styles, pick up. I can hear you. Can you hear him, Al?
No, I can't.
I don't know what the deal is with that. All right. Try talking one more time, Styles. The phone might not work this week. No. All right. Phone's not going to work this week, buddy. So we'll get it back next week. So it's got to be something with my Wi-Fi. I know. Let me try one thing.
Wait, can we invite Styles in? Is Styles? We can invite him in.
I tried. So Styles. Yeah. Hey, Styles. I know you can hear me. Can we try to get you in through the app? Okay. Okay, I tried your username that you're using, but it's not. There's like 2 or 3 notorious style bettors on here now. So, okay, which notorious. Okay, Yep, he's gone. All right. Okay. We'll okay, let's do it. Let's get Tony B in here in the meantime. I don't know why you can't. I don't know what the deal is with the phone. It's weird. I don't know.
Tony B.
Tony B.
Will
Let's
the
get him
real
in. Hang
style
on here.
blender? Will the real notorious style bender? Please stand
Please
up.
stand up. Tony B. Tony B gets it. What the hell is that? Well, we just got your pre-picture there. It looks like, what was that?
Oh, that was my 4th of I think it was around July when we started this. That was like the first picture I had. It was George Washington giving I don't know, some British guy the Stone Cold Stunner. I don't know. That was the first thing I had on my phone. I wasn't gonna put my face on you until I called in, at least.
Okay, very good.
All right. Anyways, Al, you said before, man, you wanted to you wanted to get into the mind of the fan. So let me bring you to the mind of the fan when Saturday, November 6th. So of course I had a family event going on. So, in my usual self, during these, when there's a UFC event I want to watch, I'm huddled into the corner at the end of the table watching the Iaquinta fight. And, the Sopranos theme's on and we're all jacked up. And then, you came in second place. And I proceeded to start banging on the table and saying, "Motherfucker!" Started banging and throwing shit. Of course, like the record scratches, they all look at me like, "Tony, what the fuck's wrong with you?" I was like, "My favorite real estate agent just got knocked the fuck out. What the fuck is going on here?" And it was, anyways. Oh boy. Hey, listen, you put all your chips on the table. You put your heart into it. It's a fight, and first time knocked out in what, like 40 fights you've had in your whole career? It is what it is. Anyways, I will be going to battle with Long Island yet again this week. My my football
who do you
team,
got?
my football team, my coach, we made it to the championship. It's freezing cold out, and we will be playing the Chaminade Flyers. Those sons of bitches.
Oh wow, where's that game gonna be?
Mitchell Field, baby, Mitchell Field. All the marbles.
No way. When is it?
This Saturday. I think we're on at 2. There's like 3 games. I think we're on at 2.
Huh.
Why you need a sideline pass, man?
I got this open house till 1:00, and then I might have to shoot over to Mitchell Field.
Oh shit! You know where to find me, man. You hit me up, bro.
Hop right on the Meadowbrook. It's So what are they doing? Is this Are these the is it Long Island championship or no, the Catholic school championship?
Catholic high school. Yeah, it's like New York and Long Island in one league. It's the best teams we got, and we all just kill each other.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. We're going in there with 27 dudes against all 100 something of Chaminade. We'll see, bro.
Yeah, Chaminade's got a squad.
So we shouldn't be playing these teams. But anyways, oh my god. So what did I want to talk about? So I see our boy what's his face? Oh my god, my brain's
Styles.
Our boy Styles, is he calling in?
I tried calling him. It's something screwy where everyone's not hearing everybody. So we'll be back to the regular setup next week. I'm on the road, so I got some funky travel equipment with me. So it worked for a minute.
Yeah,
worked for a minute.
I'm trying to get him into the app.
Maybe I'm good luck, man. I don't know. It seemed crystal clear when I call in. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. First couple of callers work. We'll figure it out. We always do.
Yeah. So, what do we think of Mike Chiesa versus Sean Brady, man? I don't know. That's our boy.
Oh man, is it?
I mean, the odds on
that. Chiesa's the underdog, I think.
Yeah.
I think Brady's a pretty good favorite going into this one.
Check here.
The thing with Chiesa is like everyone. I think his last fight. Who did he fight? He fought
Vicente Luque, right?
Luque, yeah.
Is it Luque?
And
yeah.
And I mean, I feel like in that one, Chiesa had the momentum. It was like he was, and he went out there like we had the momentum. He went out there and he freaking went for broke. He was risking it all. Kind of jumped on the guy's back and it almost paid off. He was so close to tapping him out or choking him out. But I feel like Mike is a great underdog. When he's the underdog, he rises to the occasion. And I think Sean Brady's tough, but Mike Chiesa hangs in there. He hangs in there and he makes it happen. So I think there might be a few ways for Chiesa to get it done, and I think it's definitely possible.
Yeah, he's only a slight dog right now, plus 130, so it's better than I thought. I think the line must be moving closer. I thought it was a little worse, so I don't know. Sprinkle a little real estate money on that.
Might have to throw a little bit of the real estate money on our guy Michael Chiesa.
That's right. Put some first month's rent, put some last month's rent on it, and buy a house.
That's
down
it.
payment.
A little security deposit, huh?
Why not?
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Who else do we got? Oh, you know who's Adrian Yanez fighting?
Oh, let me look here. Adrian Yanez. Oh, well, no, it's not that. Oh, it's Davey Grant.
Davey Grant. Yeah.
Oh,
That's gonna be sick.
that's a good
That's
fight.
gonna be sick. Yeah, Davey Grant. How about that?
I didn't really know Yanez too. I wasn't like I knew who he was and whatever, but I didn't really like. He came out and he trained with Aljo. I watched him.
Oh,
train
they
with
boxed,
Aljo.
right?
They did a little bit of everything. But I was in camp and I got to move around with Adrian. That guy's fast and his hands are good. And then I started watching all his fights. I did a deep dive and I started going through all his fights, and then I was like, whoa, this guy is freaking good. This guy's entertaining. His hands are great. So I'm really looking forward to the rise of Adrian Yanez. Sure.
Hani Yaya is on the card. Like, how long has that guy been around?
Oh yeah, he's been around forever. I didn't know what was his last fight.
I'm looking right now. His last fight was Ray Rodriguez, and he beat him with a arm triangle choke. How about that? I'm gonna go down to the bottom here. I want to know when his first UFC fight was. I feel like he was in the UFC and then out of the UFC, but let's see here.
Yeah, I'm checking now too.
I
God.
should just have you do it then, Tony. Shoot.
Yeah,
Got
I'm
my
pretty
old man
quick.
glasses on.
2011.
Wow.
Yeah. Holy
Huh.
shit.
That was
Good on
his
him.
last fight?
No. His last fight was just. He's been in the UFC since 2011. His last fight was March. Ray Rodriguez. He has a loss against Ricky Simone too.
But
I didn't know that.
His last fight his first fight in the UFC was 2011, but he fought in the WEC, right?
Oh, did he?
Where was he
you're
fighting?
probably right.
Ronnie Yaya.
Let's
The guy's
see.
been around forever.
Jungle Fight, K1, California Regional. Yep, WEC. Good call. 2007.
So he was in the WEC until 2007, and then from 2007 till 2011, he was just all over the place.
I think. Let's see here.
Got it on Wikipedia.
Yeah, because he went from WEC to K1, back to WEC, and then eventually joining the UFC when they took him over back in 2011. Yeah, so he's been around forever, man. That's crazy. Still going, still relevant.
Renen Barao was supposed to fight this weekend.
Where?
That's another name, man.
He was gonna fight in no, not in the UFC. He was gonna fight some 40-year-old guy.
He was never the same after
Oh,
that
man.
Dillashaw fight, man. He just
No.
fell off a cliff.
I'm not one to speculate.
Yeah, dude. I mean, isn't that fucked up? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was
Yep.
one of the most masterful performances I've ever seen in a UFC fight. I fought on that card. I lost to Mitch Clark. Shout out Mitch Clark. He was in the comments section a couple weeks ago.
He was.
And then I ended up going out to the arena. They used to give the fighters tickets after the fight. And you would be able to go out. If you're on the prelims, you can go out and watch the rest of the card from the seats.
What do they do now?
And
Just kick you out, tell you to go fuck yourself?
They literally kick you out. They fucking sent So I fought in the Garden, right? You go into the locker room, right? You go into the locker room, and I brought my suit with me, right? Because in my head I'm like, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna throw my suit on. I'm gonna look good for interviews and this and that. You bring your bag, you got clothes, everything, my jacket. It's freaking winter. Go into the locker room, and before you fight, they take all your stuff out. And I don't know where the hell they bring it, but they take all your stuff.
They touch. Oh, now I got to put my lawyer hat on. They touch your stuff.
They take the UFC takes your stuff. So it's just and they're like it was like a big commotion. It's like, all right, what's yours? We got to get everything out of here. It's like, dude, I haven't even fought yet. Like, what the freak? What's the point of a locker room if you can't come back after? And so they take all your stuff out. And this might be because of COVID. It might be doing this because of COVID. I don't know what the hell this is. But they take all your stuff. And then after the fight, you see the doctor, and the loser goes right onto the bus, and they shuttle you right back to the hotel. They're like,
oh shit!
They're like, thanks a lot. Get the fuck out of here.
That's terrible. That's horrible.
It's horrible. I was barefoot. I was barefoot, and I had like a hoodie on. They shoved us.
What are they dumping? They're just gonna dump you into Midtown Manhattan. Good luck, guy.
It's literally what happened. And I guess
That's
the winner stays and does interviews. I don't know. I think it's because of COVID is why they do this. But but what sense does that make? You're in the arena with everybody, and then you got to leave right away. I was like, yo, I want to take a shower. How about? They're like, oh no, you can take it back.
Wait, no shower, blood, guts.
They go, no,
oh wow.
They go, no, you can't take it. You can't take a shower here, but you're going right back to the hotel, so you can shower there. I go, oh shit! They just throw you back to the hotel.
Let me just drip my opponent's blood and sweat all over this bus. Great, yeah, real family friendly.
I'm freaking.
But did they at least?
Did they at least? What was that?
Did they at least give you credit to watch the pay-per-view, or did you have to pay for it?
They did. The hotel had the pay-per-view in every hotel room. Nice. So it must have been COVID is why they did this. And then they had the fights on at the hotel and at the bar at the hotel, so that everybody just goes right back to the hotel, and you have to watch it there.
I tell you what, though, I'm still stuck on them moving your stuff. Now, this is how we're going to do this, Al. The next fight, what's the bonus? 50,000? We're going to say the next fight, when they move your stuff, you go right up to the guy and go, where's my envelope? They're going to say, what? They say, I had $50,000 in an envelope that went missing. I was going to put a down payment on a house in cash tomorrow. Where'd it go? And watch their head spin. There you go. Just like that. And just like that, you'll get your $50,000 bonus without even touching anybody.
All right.
That's the plan.
It's pretty wild. They just take your stuff. But going back to the other thing. So back then that I forget which UFC it was, but I feel like Could 176? Could it possibly be UFC 176? I don't know why that number is sticking out in my head. But freaking TJ Dillashaw. I just lost my fight. I got freaking choked unconscious. I was like upset. I was freaking like pissed off. I was on a win streak. I was thinking I was freaking gonna keep going to the top. You know, I think that was my first like loss in the UFC. And then I watched TJ Dillashaw put this performance live against Barao. It was 4 rounds. He freaking looked so good. He looked like it was a video game on like he was the computer, and he was freaking just couldn't do anything wrong. He switching stances, landing combos, switching back, landing every single punch landed, and every single punch that Barao threw, it looked like he saw it before he knew Barao was throwing it before Barao knew. He was moving his head, slipping. The punches that were hitting him didn't do anything. He looked like superhuman in there. It was the craziest performance. And then to finish him with that combo in the 4th round where he's just freaking teeing off, that was the craziest. That was the craziest fight. I think it was the singular greatest performance of anyone in a fight. And it's a shame that now you're like, I don't know, was it him that did it, or was it, was he on some shit? You know what I mean? So.
Oh, they're not going to take that main event money back. I don't know. Might have been the shit.
So I looked it up. It was actually May 2014 UFC 173.
Oh, I was close.
Yeah.
Wow.
Somebody just go ahead. Sorry.
Somebody just what?
Oh, he made a crack about old Night Eternity's back talking about my hair again. So finasteride. Okay, thanks, buddy. Hair
Night Eternity.
Yeah. He's the guy that looks like he's the Australian Napoleon Dynamite guy.
Oh God, I'll hang up if we could get him on, man. I'll gladly. I'll give up my seat.
He's he's got some posted. Go ahead. Sorry.
I think you can bring him in too.
Yeah, I can bring. Yeah, we can bring you both in, buddy. I got to find out. Comment again on the Haps account, Night Eternity. Oh, there you are. Okay. He got a haircut. Oh, dang. All right. So, Mr. Turquoise now. You are. Oh, there he is. I'm going to invite him in. So he likes talking about my hair. I'm not really sure why. But it's okay, buddy. You're going to look this good when you're 47. You wish. You wish, pal. All right, so he is invited in.
Oh my God!
He had.
I think me and Aaron saw the same comment
about Dana. I didn't read that out loud. So apparently, MMA fighting.
Al might have another fight on his contract. We can't make fun of Dana yet.
MMA Fighting has already put out an article about your retirement, and James Lynch already did a reaction video. So this is how fast news travels.
Oh, they called me. People actually freaking tune into this thing, huh? Look at that.
That's what I'm saying. Luke Thomas apparently shared this somewhere. So we're going places. All right, Knight, I invited you in. So it should be a little easier to get in. You figured out how to get in the old way. I think was this easier to get in, Tony, than the previous Haps?
It was about the same for me, to be honest. It was about the same
for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, so is the R word official, or is it like Fugazi? Like, what are we doing with this R word here?
I can't imagine fighting again right now. Is the thing. You know what I mean? Like.
I got you, man.
These guys are freaking. Yeah. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, you said it pretty well before, where you said you had to have that like 22-year-old mentality where you just I have nothing to lose. I'll die in this ring. You know, I think Mike Chiesa had a good quote on here. He was talking about Sean Strickland. He's like, that guy needs to be in a straitjacket. Like, that's the kind of guy you got to be. You know.
You gotta have you got it's gotta be. You gotta have some of that. Too much of it is no good. You gotta be like, you gotta have a certain, and it's gotta match your style type, your fighting style type. Like your attitude in the fight. Like if you need to have a certain attitude for your fighting style to win, you gotta have, like, some guys, if they had a style, like a reckless style, not even reckless, but that kind of style might get them in trouble, or they, overshoot some things. So I think your mindset has to match up with your ability and your preparation and your skill. Like everything needs to be in tune. You definitely got to be healthy, physically, mentally. And sure, I mean, Strickland, it's been working for him. You know what I mean? But I feel like a guy like that, who knows? A little bit more sanity. Maybe he's not the same guy. But I feel like yeah, the guy is fucking absolutely out of his mind. He was at Fight Week with me. He was there. I forget whose corner he was in, and he was like, the first thing he goes, Aljo, you see Aljo, he's like, where's your gym? I want to go down and I need to fight somebody. Like I need.
Oh, I remember. Yeah,
fucked.
he put it on Instagram too. He was like, do I go Sierra Longo or I go to this other? Like he was like gunning for it. Like I need to fight someone right now. Yeah.
I don't know, man. That's I mean, we don't really have anybody his weight anyway. 85 that would, but yeah, you could you hear the guy in interviews. That guy's off his freaking rocker. But it's got to be, everything's got to be in tune with if he's off his rocker, he's got to be just enough off his rocker to where it's not a detriment. It's got to be an asset to his fighting style. So far, he's been looking good. So, who knows if he had a few more, it could go either way.
Apparently, he tried to fight some guy from his car. I wish I could bring in the footage because I can't load video. Sean Strickland, yeah. So he's like, I don't know, the guy flipped him off or something. So Sean pulled him over. He's like, "Do you have a knife or a gun?" And then he's like, "Because I'm gonna come out and whip you," or something like that. I wish I can't bring video in this week. Hopefully that's back next week. But yeah, that dude might be crazy. Yeah,
he may be crazy, but he's honest. He may be crazy because he had a good quote. He said, "If it wasn't for the UFC, I'd be in jail or selling meth." And you know what? He's got a point there. Like he has that bit of crazy in him where, he's putting it to something productive. In the day he has to retire, we better all watch out.
Yeah, I mean, you see, that's what I'm talking about. Like a lot of these guys, it's like, thank God they got fighting, because if not, it'd be, it's like for me, I really feel like that. I don't know if it was. I don't know what I'm getting with. I don't know what I'm getting at.
I know what you're getting with. Because you could be successful in the real estate field. Yeah. You don't need to fight. Like, who's the guy we just talked about? He has 40 professional fights. Like, that guy needs to fight. He can't go, unless Aaron needs a shift manager or something at McDonald's. But
I could always use. Night Eternity's on. Hey, listen though, before I bring on Night Eternity, we're talking about real estate. I listened to Urijah Faber on Nicky Knuckles' podcast, the A Game podcast, and said a lot of nice things about you. Both of them did.
Yeah,
not you, Tony. Al.
Yeah, no.
One day they will.
One day they will. That's right. Uriah's that guy. He's had a huge impact on my life and any success that I've had on the Ultimate Fighter and after. The guy is just a wealth of knowledge, and he's so open to passing it on to everybody around him, and that's why everyone around him is successful. That's why he's gets more and more successful. It's a great person to model yourself after, and I've been so lucky to have been able to watch him on TV and been a fan of his, and then freaking I was like, who's the coach is going to be on my season? Urijah Faber, and I was like, oh man, I hope I'm on his team. Sure enough, I'm Urijah Faber's first pick. I was like, what the hell? It was not even real.
He talked about that.
Yeah,
he talked about it. He said he'd never seen anyone with as much grit as you, and you can't teach that.
Yeah. They did a video of one of my regional promoting the Ring of Combat. I fought this Brazilian, Gabriel Miglioli, and we didn't know much about him. Back then it was like Sherdog. He had like 4 fights on Sherdog. He had like 7 fights on MMA.TV. They were all different fights, so we didn't know anything about this guy. Goes in there and he was freaking tough. He beat the shit out of me the first round. Second round I started to come back. Third round, I won the third. They gave me the split decision, and they did a whole video on that. And I think Urijah saw it when they were picking the teams, and he was like, "That's the guy." Ray talked great about me in the video, and yeah, it was good. Mr. Turquoise in the house.
This is Night Eternity. He's got a haircut. You look fresh to death. Very good.
Why does it say Mr. Turquoise though?
Because they
He had to
updated
change
it, and
his
for some
user.
reason the website updated and it like logged me out or something. I forgot what my account was, so I made another one.
Word.
I thought it was like in Reservoir Dogs where you had to be Mr. Pink and everybody wants to be Mr. Black.
Oh my God, I haven't seen that movie forever.
Oh, dude,
I guess,
that's one of the movies where I have to watch it. If it's like I have to finish it, I'll stop what I'm doing, and you ever have those where it's like, all right, I gotta finish this. We're already halfway through. Classic.
Yeah.
Reservoir Dogs, classic Quentin Tarantino movie. Sorry, I'll
So
go.
just like Mr. Turquoise and the Aristocrats. I got it. Okay. Sorry,
So
he's
what
got
I'm-
questions though.
Last time I talked, you called me Australian Napoleon Dynamite. So
Yes.
So, am
I
still
don't know
the
what we
same?
got going. It's kind of like a kid and play thing. I'm not real sure what's up, but it looks better. Much better. It's an improvement.
Okay. Thank you. I was just gonna ask before I go. Did you watch the video of the island boy getting beaten up by his girlfriend? She's like punching him in the car and stuff, and he's like crying, and she's like pulling his hair and stuff. Did you see that?
No.
Oh my god!
No.
I was asking Aaron to show it to you, but he said wait till you come back, and then
Yeah.
it was just a Right,
I'll get that for next week. Remind me. I can't load video yet. It's
okay.
with the new update. So I'll get
next
it next week.
Next week, Thursday is Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I think I was going to talk to you about. You want to try to go Wednesday? Tuesday, Wednesday.
Wednesday's Thanksgiving Eve, and I don't have a fight coming up.
I got you. We'll shoot for Tuesday.
Maybe
probably.
Tuesday.
That
we'll
makes
do
2 of us
Tuesday?
out.
I'm good with that. I think we'll do
Oh,
that.
man.
We'll do that. Thanksgiving Eve is a holiday.
Yeah.
That's when everyone comes home. And
Yes, sir.
yes.
Oh, another thing I
Gotcha.
just wanted to say is that those Island Boy guys is actually pretty nice dudes. Like if you've ever seen any of their videos or anything like that, a lot of people give them hate and stuff. Like they say, "Oh, are you guys gonna kiss each other or are you gonna bang each other and stuff?" And they don't really like respond to it like aggressively or anything, because a lot of people don't know. Oh, I don't know if they probably do. They're twin brothers, right? They're blood related and everything, so they always troll them by saying that. And their response is always like pretty calm and nice and stuff like that. So I thought it was pretty interesting, even though they got all the stuff on their face and things.
Yeah, I mean, they are. They're probably. I mean, they obviously did something right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Have you seen them before the tattoos and stuff? Like they look completely different.
No, I never did.
Okay. Well, I have to go. It was nice seeing
That
you.
was it. You're in and out.
Oh,
Where you
because
gotta
I
go?
have to go somewhere. I didn't
you
really
going?
get to hear the beginning of this thing where you said something about retirement or something like that. If you do,
watch from the very
I just want to
beginning.
say, yeah, I'll watch it again. But I'll just say, if you are, that's pretty sad to hear. I was hoping you'd come back and fight like Michael Johnson or something like that. That would be a good fight. But if you are, I wish you luck on your retirement.
I
Thank you,
appreciate
man.
it. But where are you going?
We want to know where we're going.
I have a bike that I need to take it back to the store because I tried to make it myself, but it didn't come out like proper. Like the wheel was
like
messed
a
up and stuff.
bicycle.
Yeah, a bicycle.
Like
And
what
like
kind of
the
bicycle?
brakes and everything. You know the place where you like press on it for the brake, like the
Yeah.
wire that connects it to the wheel, like it came out and I don't know, it was just all types of messed up and stuff. So I don't know. I
You
have
got
to
a
try and figure that out.
what do you got? A
So
mountain bike, road bike?
yeah, it's a mountain bike.
Hey, I like the mountain bike. See, got something in common, bud.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Well, I'll talk to you next week. Next week, Tuesday. Did he say that he's going to be on, or when?
I think we're coming back.
I believe
Tuesday.
so.
Okay.
Tuesday.
See
You
you
heard
then.
it here
Thank you, guys.
first. Break
Bye.
that news, MMA fighting. We'll be back Tuesday.
That's it. He's gone.
All right, I'll be honest.
Yep.
I thought it was going to be the other Australian guy with the ramen noodles who flashed the camera. That's what I thought it was going to be.
I
was
too.
genuinely-
Is that Enos? I can't remember now.
He changed his name
Oh,
like 3 times, and he snuck back on.
Oh,
What was-
grease monking.
Grease
monkey.
monkey. Grease monkey. I thought it was good. I was like, I don't know. You'll see on the replay. I was like shocked. I was like, oh, that guy.
Oh, it's this guy. Yeah. That other guy was whacked. I wonder if he's. I wonder what that guy's.
Well, so like here's a little inside news, Tony. So when you would remove people before, like they go off the broadcast, but somehow they'd be on the little side and you could see them. So I'm trying to remove him. The other conversation's going on, and it's all I can see. It's like a green room. All you can see is this guy playing with a knife, like stabbing it thin air. Yeah, crazy. I was trying not to laugh because no one would have known I was talking about. Yeah, that dude's nuts.
Johnny Dean.
Yikes.
Yo, there's been a couple of weirdos, but overall, most people that come on are cool.
I agree.
We get the whole spectrum here from absolutely out of their bird to some good people like Tony Bananas.
And-
Good time. You gotta have the guys that keep it interesting too.
Yeah. You've turned
we
a
need
few.
Heel Stylebender to come back.
Well, we tried calling him, and he just doesn't like coming on the app for some reason. But I don't know. We'll get it worked out next week on Tuesday for sure. But we turned some lunatics into like some respectable humans, I believe. Some fans of yours.
Yeah, whatever happened to Colton?
Colton.
He came on like a crazy person one week, and the next week his hair was like combed and parted to the side, and he kind of looked like Leave It to Beaver, and he's like perfectly nice to you.
A nice guy, right? He was crazy.
Yeah, he's like, I'm sorry, I was just in a bad mood the previous week.
The first week that guy. Holy shit! Did my blood pressure go through the roof? A few of those first episodes. Oh my god.
Oh, man. All you can see is that guy's eyebrows yelling at you.
For real. Yeah. There's just the top of his head. You can only see the top of his head. That was funny.
Oh boy. Anyways, I'll bounce. All I can say is, Al, if it's retirement, congrats. I can't wait to watch you buy the UFC. But I'll make a prediction. Al will come back to UFC if, and only if, there's that perfect quadplex, and he's just a little bit hurting for that down payment. He says, I can take a punch or two, man. I don't know, the attorney fees, the insurance, it adds up. You'll be looking at a duplex. You'll be looking at, maybe a building.
I got some people that are begging me to find a good property for them. I'm sure they'll be willing to throw a couple $dollars down. I might not make the returns that if I funded the whole thing myself, but sometimes you just got to get the deal done. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what I'm saying, man. You may be looking at one and be like, man, I could fund this. I don't know. Small training camp.
Tony, there's on the YouTube channel, there's now a separate tab with real estate clips. So the golden gems of advice. So
yes.
Lots of good stuff. I think we had Nick Lamagna. We had Jason Griggs, and just various real estate questions. So there you go.
Keep them coming, man. I love it. I love to see it.
James Krause.
James Krause.
James Krause. I forget about that.
That was a good one.
Airbnb.
The Airbnb king. Griggs, too. These guys, Airbnb's good. Herman
Very soon. Very soon I'll have skin in the game, man. Very soon. And I know who to call if I'm going on Long Island.
Let's do it,
That's
man.
right.
100%. 100%.
All right. Take care, fellas.
Awesome, brother.
Peace. See you next week. Tony B. All right, you're talking about Harmon, right?
Harmon, happy November 29th. This guy's got a birthday coming up. Happy birthday, Harmon Sarai. Harmon, you can join if you are on Haps.
Yes.
We can invite you in. What is he saying? What's a good number of houses sold during a 12-month period? That's all relative. A good number of houses sold during a 12-month period. There's no answer. That could be different for everybody. If selling houses is your sole focus, if you have a team of people and you're kind of like heading you're leading the team and the team, your team, if you can sell. There's people that are selling hundreds of houses a year. As far as and that they got team members helping them out. If you're doing it absolutely solo, if you did 2 houses a month, that would be absolutely insane. We got some agents that are working with us at HomeSmart that are crushing that number. So that's what if your goal is to sell a lot of houses, it's possible to sell a lot of freaking houses.
All right, buddy. Well, what do you say we continue this next week? Absolutely. But first,
so Aaron, where are you right now?
I'm in Galveston, Texas. Yeah, so my wife and I took a week vacation. Probably should have been about 4 or 5 days because we kind of ran out of stuff to do. We didn't realize there wasn't as much to do off season. The weather's been shitty today, so we almost tried to get home earlier, but we got one more day. We got some things going on tomorrow. It was nice to get away with her because we don't really get to very much, and we'll be back home Saturday. So just kind of getting ready for Thanksgiving and that sort of thing. We usually like to go out of the country, but we weren't going to put up this COVID shit and the vaccine shit and all that kind of stuff, and we didn't want to get stuck.
It's always better to go on vacation for too long than not enough time.
Yeah.
Aaron, you're the man, brother. It's been
You're the man.
We're back. We are back. Next week I think we're going on Tuesday.
Going Tuesday. For sure. Probably 8 Eastern again.
Let's do it. G&J, we're going to get you on the show. Real Estate Advice Tuesday. Let's do it.
Oh, yeah.
Aaron,
all right. You know what I got to do, right?
Hit that music, brother. I think it's playing. Can't hear it, but...